Today we're doing Module 4, Day 4. The objective of today's lesson that we're going to continue working on is concepts of area measurement. The materials needed for today are your online whiteboard or your whiteboard dry erase marker and dry eraser. And we're going to follow the teaching style where I do it, we do it together, and you do it on your own. Today we're going to be using division to find the missing length of the rectangle. So here you can see we have a rectangle, and it already tells us the area is 15 square units. It tells us this side is 5 units long, but we don't know how long this side is. So we need to figure out what this missing side length is. We're going to use division to solve that. So we're going to take the area and start with the area because we know in division our biggest number comes first and the area is always going to be the biggest number. So we're going to take 15, we're going to divide it by the side length we know, which is 5, and figure out what that equals. So we know in division that we can count by the small number until we get to the big number, and that will give us our answer. So we're going to count by 5s until we get to 15. 5, 10, 15. We had to count 3 times. So that means this missing side length is 3. Okay, so what that really tells us is that on this side, there's 3, and on this side, there's 5 units. So if it were drawn in with those square unit tiles, this is what it would look like, where it's 1, 2, 3 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you count all the squares, there's 15 altogether. Okay, let's go ahead and have you do an example with me. On your whiteboard, I want you to draw this rectangle. I want you to label the inside of the rectangle with your 6, which is the area, and to label the top with your 2, which is how long that side length is. And then this side is question mark right now because we have to solve that. So I'll give you just a moment to get that ready on your whiteboard, and then we'll start solving together. Okay, so the next part that we need to do is set up our division equation. Our big number comes first, so we're going to start with our 6, which is our area. We're going to divide it by the side that we do know. The side length that we do know is 2, and that will equal the missing side length. So we can count by the small number until we get to the big number. Let's go ahead. We're going to count by 2s until we get to 6. Take a moment to do that on your own. Message me the answer in GoGuardian, and then we'll do it together. Okay, so you should have messaged me that answer in GoGuardian already if you had it. We're counting by 2s till we get to 6. 2, 4, 6. We had to skip count 3 times, so our answer is 3, which means that this is really 3 units long. So another equation that we could do for this is our side length of 2 times 3 would equal the area of 6, which is what we practiced yesterday, multiplying the sides to get the area. Okay, let's go ahead and try one more together. I'm going to give you just a moment to draw your rectangle and label your 12, your side of 3, and your side of unknown, and then we'll work on solving it together. Okay, let's go ahead and set up our equation. First, we need to set up our division equation, which starts with the area. The area is 12, divided by the side that we know, which is 3, and that equals our unknown. We can count by the small number to get to the big number, so go ahead, skip count by 3s till you get to 12, and message me that answer in GoGuardian. Okay, you should have counted by 3s, so you got to 12. 3, 6, 9, 12. We had to skip count 4 times. So our missing side length is 4 units long. Now that we've solved that, another equation that we could write for this rectangle are the sides 3 times 4, which gives us our area of 12. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at what you're going to be working on alone for your homework today. It is IXL skill DD14, find the missing side length of a rectangle. So you can see that the pictures are similar. It says the width of the rectangle is 3, and you can see that here. The area is 15 square units. What is the length of the rectangle? And then you just have to, in this case, you would do your 15 divided by 3 and figure out what that equals. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Had to count 5 times, which means the missing side length is 5. So in IXL, I would type in a 5. Go ahead and begin.